Hey, I'm playing Young Love by Sonny James as a request for a friend of the Morristown Uke Jam in Texas, and I'm playing it straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play along with me. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. After the song, I'll do a basic tutorial, together with a slow motion close-up play along you might find helpful. Last things, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want hundreds more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, everyone with its own video play along and tutorial, check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. Here goes. 5, 6, 7, and... They say for every boy and girl there's just one love in this world, and I know I found mine. The heavenly touch of your embrace tells me no one could take your place ever in my heart. Young love, with deep emotion. Just one kiss from your sweet lips will tell me that your love is real, and I can feel that it's true. We will vow to love one another. There will never be another love for you or for me. Young love, there's love filled with true devotion. Young love, our love we share with deep emotion. Sweet song. Okay, I'm going to share like 4 different parts of this. One is the rhythm, and by the way, if you're a beginner's beginner, you can play an easier version of this that is simply down up with no pauses at all. Just, it's a bouncy down up, which is to say, I'm just playing on a C here. It's not even. It's not like this. Right? That would be even like a clock. Tick tock, tick tock. No, it's more bouncy, like bounce, 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 and bounce. And the downs are the emphasis, right? Just play a little harder, or play with more fingers or something like that on the downs. And you'll hear that more emphasized. Okay, I'm doing a split strumming that I'll show you in a moment, so that it sounds more like this. Right? So I can come up twice. Sometimes. Usually it's the first of 4 beats. I'll show you that in a moment. But first, I'm going to go over the chord transitions. Then I'll go back over that split strumming. And then I'll show you the intro and a little bit of fingerstyle that I did on that instrumental half chorus. And by the way, you could skip those. If you want, I've written out in the song sheet the chords you can simply play in the intro, C, A minor, F, and G, and that'll take the place of the intro that I'm going to show you, the little fingerstyle bit. So there are easier versions that I'll show you, but I'll show you all of it. Okay, so first, I'm just going to go over the chord transitions. Now, if you're doing the easy version of the intro, it goes from C, A minor, And my natural thing normally I lay my fingers basically across the fretboard so that each of my fingers takes a fret. You know, each of my 4 fingers that's crossing the fretboard is, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the first 4 frets. So my C, usually it's the ring finger that lands on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, first counting from the floor, that gives me that C. And that makes it comfortable for me to lay my middle finger down on that A minor. And then with that there, all I have to do is drop my index finger onto the F. I can leave my middle finger where it is, and I change the A minor into an F. And then the G, I do have to pick them all up and move them. What can I say? There's no trick to that. I just pick them all up and move them to a G. That's about it. But then from the G, I'll kind of roll my ring finger again out to a C. So that's ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string for the C. And then from there, I'm sliding down to an E7. E7, I suppose, is the hardest chord in the song. But my ring finger is kind of an anchor point because I'm going to leave it on the same string. I'm just going to slide it down 1 fret from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret and drop the other 2 fingers, right? So from that C, I'm sliding it up 1 and dropping onto that E7. And then, yep, I have to pick them all up and drop an F, pick them all up into a G. Sorry, I don't have any tricks for that other than the fact that F and G are probably 2 of the earliest chords you sang, or you learned, so hopefully your fingers fall naturally into those. And back to the C, and once again, it's C, E7, F, and G, and then it's the same as the intro. C, middle finger on the A minor, drop the index for the F, and then the G. And those are all of the chord transitions in the entire song, except, of course, I'm going to do some fingerstyle. First, I'm going to show you that split strumming, and I actually started it in the intro, didn't it? Sonny James, in his band, I think it was the drummer that did this part. I don't think the guitarist did any of this, but you could hear it really distinctly throughout the song. It was this. Right? You can hear it coming up twice. And that's how I did the intro. Z, that's what you call a chord where your left hand is laying lightly on the strings so that you don't hear a chord, but you do hear the percussion sounds. That's a Z. And I did the percussion sounds like Sonny James's band did on the intro like this. Instead of just going, and again, if you have trouble with split strum, you can just go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, like that. You can just do that. But what I did, instead, before the first up, I brought my thumb up as a second piece of my hand, or as an early piece in this case, because it was an up. Usually when I've shown split strum in other songs, it's going down twice. But the truth is you can do it up or down. So in this case, I'm going up. It's down, and then my thumb comes up, and my index finger comes up a second time. So it's down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down. I just stick my thumb in there, up, up, and that's it. Thumb, index. So that's the first part of the intro. And by the way, the verses, then, I'm just going to start with the C. That's how I'm doing it. Say for every boy and girl, there's just one love in this whole world, and I found mine. And then at the very end of the verse, I do it on every chord change. The heavenly touch of your embrace tells me no one could take your place ever in my heart. Sorry. Except I did that too fast, didn't I? There we go. Like that. Every time I changed a chord, I do the same thing at the end of the chorus. Okay, now, the tricky parts. The fingerstyle of the intro. So I start with the rhythm, get the rhythm established with that the Z strumming, right? Now, sorry? Okay, I think I'm a little out of tune, but oh well. So, what am I doing here? I'm playing a little bit of what you can hear. Actually, I think it's the bass on guitar, but I'm playing a high G ukulele here, so I don't have a bass line. I had to bring it up an octave to be able to do it properly. Let me see. I think I am. Yeah, I'm a little out of tune. My apologies. There we go. Hurt you now, so I don't hurt your ears later. All right. Now, so what am I doing? I'm using more my middle finger than anything else on this, okay? My middle finger, when I do an arpeggio or fingerstyle, I start out with my 4 strong fingers, thumb, index, middle, and ring finger, on my 4 strings. I start out that way. I don't usually use my pinky in fingerstyle or in arpeggio. So I got 1 finger on each string, and which string or which finger then is on the 2nd string from the floor? It's my middle string, my middle finger. So that's the one I'm starting with, but the truth is, I think I continue using my middle finger most of the time throughout this. So I'm using my middle finger, I'm just plucking with my middle finger as if it were a pick. Sorry? Right? No, you know what? I started with my index finger. I'm sorry. I'm doing it a little different this time. I told you what I normally do. What I'm actually doing this time, I got my thumb on the 4th string from the floor. I'm not going to use it. That just kind of gives me a position. And then I have my 2 other strong fingers, my index finger and my middle finger, on the 2 highest strings, right? The 2nd and 1st, closest to the floor. So I'm plucking 3rd fret, 2nd string with my index finger, and then it's my middle finger on the 1st string. So it's okay. So actually, with my left hand, what I'm doing, I got my ring finger on that 1st note, and then I've got an open 1st string, and I lay my middle finger on the 2nd fret, and then I lay my ring finger on the 3rd fret. So that's ring finger, open, middle finger, and ring finger again. And then I play a C. That's the start. And then I drop my middle finger down again and open. And I go over to an A minor. And I leave my middle finger there and then pluck with my index the 2nd string, open, and then on the 1st fret. That's the F, and then I drop my my ring finger on the 2nd fret, 2nd string, and slide it up, and change to a G. And that's it. That's the entire intro. And it starts in the verse. They say for every boy and... Oh, sorry, I'm doing the split strum too much. Say for every boy and girl, there's just one love in this whole world. Okay, now the instrumental half chorus is easier. It's easier because you just keep doing the strums. When you do a little, well, except for the very, very end, you do a little bit of fingerstyle, meaning you don't just stay on the regular chords, but you keep your right hand doing the same thing. So at the end of the chorus, I'm doing emotion. Here it goes now. Oh, sorry. What I wanted you to hear is this. That's the melody, right? It's the second half of the chorus, again, or the half of the chorus, whichever. But you can hear that fingerstyle, if you listen close, in the middle of the chords. Here's how I do it. So I've got the first moment, I just stay on the G. Share with deep emotion. G. Young love. That's just the C. Now I have my small finger, my pinky of my left hand on that C, and I'm just gonna slide it up 2 frets. Now it's on the fifth fret, right? So I do that by, it's the C, and then it slides up to the 5th fret, and then it's actually a G suspended 4th, but you can just think of it as a G that I've left my pinky on the 3rd fret for, and then I pick it up so that it's the G. So there it is on the 3rd fret, the pinky's on the 3rd fret, and there it is back down to the G. And then I'm going to pick up my middle finger so I have an open first string. And now I have a second position F. It's an F with my pinky back on that C. 3rd fret of the first string. And I pick up the pinky again. G. And then I pick a little bit. I just pick the second fret of the second fret of the 3rd string. There it is. And then I'm going to the C. I have my middle finger on the C, but I actually have my ring finger on the 4th fret of the 2nd string, so I can hear this. I just wanted to hear this in the background, right? So I'm doing that with my ring finger, and then I come up with my index finger on the 2nd fret, and then I open it up. That's a regular C. Like that. I'm going to do that once more in slow motion. So at the end of the chorus, it's that's it. Now I'm going to play through that instrumental half chorus in slow motion, close up on my left hand so that you can see everything I'm doing with a in slow motion, and you can play along in slow motion if you like. Here goes. Starting with the intro, slow motion. 5, 6, 7, and... Say for every boy and girl, there's just one love in this whole world, and I know I found mine. The heavenly touch of your embrace tells me no one could take your place. Young love, first love, filled with true devotion. Young love, love we share. That's it. I'll see you Wednesday. Bye.